I'm thirsty. Today, I'm usually talking to you about 3D printing, how to make money, side hustles. So today, we're going to talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about the engine behind it all. You're probably going to wonder, Adam, you're 40. Why now? You got a job, wife, kids. You don't have any time. Why start a vlog now? I don't know. Maybe it's a midlife crisis. But you know what? It's cheaper than a Corvette. God, this place is a mess. Welcome back. If you're new here, I'm usually the guy telling you about 3D printers or side hustles or anything how to make money. Today, we're gonna go through something a little different. My setup and the tools I use to film these beautiful videos. Now, if you're like me, you grew up watching the original vloggers. Guys rolling through New York City, skating on boosted boards. But I'm 40, and I'm not skating through New York City on no boosted board. I want to make content that looks polished, looks professional, and doesn't take me 20 hours to edit. Because guess what? 20 hours down the drain, that's time I'm not spending with my family and my friends or making money elsewhere. So in today's video, we're going to start with the why. Why start now, and the strategy behind it, and also the hows. How do I get this crispy cinematic footage with the Extra Muse and the Extra Edge Pro as my only cameras? For years, I played the how-to game on YouTube. How to change a water pump on a diesel. How to make money 3D printing. Any side hustle that actually made money. And you know, before I buy anything, I always search for a review. But then I got to thinking, I know how to do a lot of things, and I know how to make money, and I buy a lot of stuff. So why not do it on my own? Why not make my own channel that makes money instead of letting all these other people sit around and make it all? But you know what really sucks about the how-tos? Once people figure out how to, you quit getting the searches, and you quit getting the visibility. People quit looking at your posts. So the how-tos, they don't work as much. But you know what people are really interested in? They're really interested in other people's life, other people's business. So let's give them a look into mine. I realized if I wanted longevity, something that lasts till I'm 50 or 60, I wanted you guys to be into me, not about how I fix a nozzle on a 3D printer, not the how-tos. I want you to think, who is this guy? And why in the heck am I listening to him? And now you're probably wondering, like most, I see these kids, they're 19 on TikTok, they got a ton of energy, and here's this guy, he's 40, he's tired, and he's got a mortgage. But here's the thing, folks, 40 is like a superpower. I have the money to buy expensive gear, or not expensive gear actually, things that get the job done. I don't have to duct tape a phone or a camera to a lamp to make good footage. We have life experiences and we have stories. We value time more than anything. So for me, I'm treating this channel like a side hustle, a business. And a side hustle, it needs to be efficient. I'm not trying to be a filmmaker. I'm just trying to be a creator that makes something interesting and looks good doing it. How do I bridge the gap between normal everyday life and this sanctuary? You can't make good content unless it's your vibe. Let's talk about where the magic happens. This isn't just a desk, it's a cockpit. Now look, at this lighting, you're probably gonna wonder why in the heck is it so dark in here? It's because the shadows hide the mess. It's a little trick of the trade I picked up along the way. If you light only what you want people to see, you don't have to clean the garage, if you know what I mean. You don't need some $1,000 lights. I've got a key light here. It's not expensive, folks. It's pretty cheap, and it gets the job done. I keep the desk pretty minimal. I don't want a lot of stuff laying around here that I have to keep up with. I do like some trinkets, but not a lot of stuff. It makes me non-productive. In the office, I like quality stuff too. I can't lie about that. And I got very expensive taste, but I try to tone it down. And I am a pretty good shopper when it comes to things like that. I'm sure you've noticed the office is decorated with dark colors, Tennessee vibing things, warm light. Just makes it look expensive. So if you're setting up your own office or studio to film in, you don't want to be buying run-of-the-mill cheap stuff. Buy stuff that looks nice. Buy stuff that looks expensive. Buy stuff that looks valuable. Because we're shooting in 4K, folks. We want to look good. Also, if your workspace makes you miserable, you ain't gonna hustle. Now let's talk glass and sensors. This is where people get hung up. They think they need a cinema camera. I'm using the Extra Muse for my main talking headshots. You see this depth of field? You see how the background just melts away? That's the Muse. It's pretty awesome. The reason I went with the Muse is the color science. I don't want to be grading for hours. Remember, time is money. This thing shoots, I drop a LUT on it, and it's done. Easy enough. And for the B-roll, or when I'm out in the shop, I'm grabbing the Extra Edge Pro. This thing is a tank. I can toss it in the bag, throw it on the dash of the Jeep. It stabilizes everything. These two cameras talk to each other. The files match, and that saves me. I'm not kidding. Probably 2 hours per video in post-production. And for the price, it's a no-brainer. It pays for itself, and time saved. I'm doing 90% of this in CapCut. Yeah, the app the kids use. Why, you ask? Because it's fast. It has captions built in, and the transitions, just drag and drop. I don't need to be in some Hollywood-style software to tell you a story about the work I do in my shop. It's quick, and it's quick money. But before I even publish it, I always drop it in vidIQ. And you're probably going to wonder, Adam, why do you drop it into vidIQ first? Because I'm not stupid. I still need to know what you guys are interested in. And vidIQ, it tells me, yeah, post that baby, or nah, throw it in the trash. It gives me the data. It will let me see it in real time as to how it will do. And if it says good to go, boom, slap that baby on there. It's a system. And if you don't have a system, you have a hobby. And hobbies cost money. I know. And they don't make money. That's the setup. I'll do more videos, get more in depth on all these cameras and gear that I use. But hey, I'm here to say, 40, it's not a disadvantage. It's an advantage. You got the gear, you got the knowledge, just hit record and let's do this thing. So if you're going to start, drop your channel in the comments below. I'll check it out, I'll give you a like, and I'll subscribe. I'm interested in seeing what you're doing. And hey, maybe I can get some tips from you, because frankly, I feel like I suck. Thanks for watching. This is Chillin' 40. Now get out here and press record.